I'm here in New York City, gay capital of the world, except for Berlin, San Francisco, or Congress. Here to talk to some LGBTQ voters.
Anyway, I've come to the Leslie Lohman to talk with LGBTQ voters about finally getting the gay presidential candidate we've all dreamed of.
So if someone told you 10 years ago that there was going to be a gay presidential candidate, how do you feel like you would have reacted? Because I know for me, I would have been like, who told you I'm gay? Was it Kevin?
No, I would have believed it, but I would think it would be a woman, though.
10 years ago, Barack Obama was still evolving about marriage. It's a real leap to think that 10 years later we would have a viable queer candidate for president of the United States.
But being proud of Pete doesn't mean that we're voting for him.
Raise your hand if you plan on voting for Mayor Pete in the primary.
I don't think it's possible for me.
There's nothing that he could do to make you vote for him?
No.
Our community actually has a bit of a shameful history in the sense that gay white men have historically marginalized the contributions of trans women and trans men and people of color.
I'm trans, and knowing that there's going to be a cis gay presidential candidate doesn't do anything to make my life any safer as a trans woman.
And that's the divide. According to my unofficial poll, the type of gay you are determines whether you trust Pete to represent you.
A lot of people will say that he's not queer enough, or he's not gay enough.
What does that even mean?
He's gay enough if we can hold his feet to the fire to make sure that our voices are heard.
I live in South Bend and I work with Black Lives Matter South Bend, and they don't have trust for Pete.
So you want him to wear a leather harness, and you want him and Chasen to open their relationship, and you want them to be poly.
We just want him to actually pay attention to the policing problem.
I had a face-to-face with him, and I asked him, what are you doing about the police brutality in Indiana? And he kept saying, well, this is what I want you to do. I want you to push me. I don't need to push you. You know what needs to be done.
Okay, so you're not asking him to be more gay. You just want him to care about the margins.
Correct. I want him to care about the margins and leave the doctors at home.
Pete's rainbow booty shorts are actually just a pair of relaxed fit Dockers, which is why I wonder if his mainstream appeal is that you can kind of forget he's gay.
As much as we can say that Pete's brand of queerness has problematic aspects, don't you think that that actually makes him electable? For example, look at this.
That is my brand of queerness. We don't have a picket fence, but that looks like a picture of my husband and me.
The word that's not there is first gay family. The word that's there is first family. That is something America can get behind, I think.
I see it as a disappointingly sanitized version of what it means to be gay.
To a lot of critics, this looks like this.
Oh.
They're less a gay couple and more so just like two guys who decided to make granola in their kitchen.
They're clearly gay. And if that's not gay enough for the people in this country, I don't know what would be.
So it sounds like the takeaway of this conversation should be, if Buttigieg does not eat his husband's on live TV, he is not gay enough for me.
I'm out.
How about this? Gay people, we're basically straight.
No.
I mean, the takeaway is also that for a lot of voters, you can't just choose gay. You also have to think about your race.
Okay, Pete Buttigieg. Black people don't like him because of the police stuff and homophobia or something.
The Black people like him.
And a lot of Black people don't.
Pete Buttigieg. A lot of Black people don't like him, but some do.
Can you imagine how fun it will be to watch a gay, married Midwestern mayor destroy Donald Trump?
Okay, I hear you. Pete Buttigieg. I'm taking Trump to Pound Town.
No one wants to see that.
No.
So then what is it?
I think the takeaway should be that the LGBT community is not a monolith, and the first gay presidential candidate means very different things to very different people in our community.
Whether you believe Pete is the visibility we spent decades fighting for, or just another centrist white guy who's easy on the eyes and the police, the gay community is making it clear. If you want our vote, you better work, bitch.
I'm not saying that. I can't say that. What the does that even mean?